Welcome to Sketching Up. It is finally the day, even though it's much past the day, very past the day. We've missed the day.
Yeah,
you might even say, but it is Mario movie day. At least it's our review of the Mario movie. Took kind of both of us, but it took me a minute to actually see it. I wanted to see the midnight premiere. Didn't happen, but we've seen it. We have our opinions, and we're gonna go and talk about them. I'm Chris. That's Matt. Matt, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. Like you, I was traveling. I was in Arizona seeing the family. Parents retired out there. They just moved there about 2 years ago. It was my first time going to see the place. They are in the middle of nowhere, and I don't want to offend like the three people that listen to us, and maybe one of them is from Arizona. I'm not talking about like the Scottsdale, Phoenix area. They are like an hour and 15 minutes from there. They are in Peoria, which is northwest. And I didn't realize how far it was from everything because I landed, I was like half asleep. My parents drove me and I was catching up with them. I didn't realize until my friend from college who lives in Scottsdale came. We played a round of golf and he was like, why don't you come and stay at my place in Scottsdale and I can take you around? All right, perfect. Cool. That sounds like a great time. We get into his car and he puts his address in and shows up. And it's a Thursday night, an hour and 30 minutes. And I was like, oh, it took you that long? He's like, yeah, dude, your parents live in the literal desert. I may live in sort of desert, but they live in the literal desert. And I was like,
yeah, you were in the same place that Mary just came from for her work offsite. It was Sedona. So when you put Sedona on your Instagram, I was like, oh, that's crazy. She was literally there at the same time as you for like maybe a day or something like that.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we went there for the day to pat around and everything. They're technically not too far from Sedona since they're so far out of the way of like the metropolitan Phoenix area. So it was an easy drive up there, but it was good. It wasn't too hot. It was nice. But you, my man, we were playing on the Orlando
Kia
Magic
Center floor. Yes, Kia Center floor. So last week I was in Orlando, thanks to Jonathan Osborne and the Sixth Man Show, to go play on the Kia Center floor where the Orlando Magic play. Grew up an Orlando Magic fan. You can hear all about it in the last Mad Props that just came out on Monday. Talked all about it. Talked about the experience. Talked about what it was like. Talked about playing on an NBA court. You know, I've had a lot of really cool experiences, but that's probably up there. It's one of the coolest ones I've had, right up there with like taking batting practice at Fenway Park. That also happened. So those were two really cool.
You say that with such confidence, and you're wearing a New York Yankees hat.
It doesn't. If you like baseball, you get to take batting practice at Fenway Park. I don't think anybody would argue that that's something they wouldn't want to do. It doesn't matter what team you like. It's Fenway Park. It's one of the most historic stadiums in the entire world.
Do not disagree with you. I've been to Fenway. I loved going to Fenway, but the insane Yankee fans that I know, I think would disagree.
If they would disagree, they're lying. If they say I would never do it, and then someone came up and was like, "Hey, do you want to take batting practice today at Fenway?" Like you're hitting in the stadium at home plate. If they say no, they're dumb.
Yeah.
Like why would you turn that down?
I totally agree.
So it doesn't matter. Anyway, I put it up there with that, but you can listen to that on Mad Props, which just came out last Monday, where I talked all about that. So I'm not gonna go too much into it because it's all Mad Props. Go ahead and check.
I do have one question.
Sure.
I saw your pictures. Now go follow Chris on Instagram, Chris Schnabel. Were you in like the Magic's actual locker room getting ready?
No. We had our own locker room.
Oh, okay.
It was most stadiums have like the home locker room, the away locker room, and then some ancillary ones as well. We were in one of the ancillary locker rooms.
Oh yeah, like for the refs and stuff.
Not even. It's like they're just kind of extra locker rooms because, you know, if their state championships are played there or bums like myself decide to play in a charity game, things like that. It's just ones that they can offsite onto those people, or, you know, maybe a minor league hockey team plays in there, which I think they do. I think the Solar Bears play in there. They might use that type of locker room.
Yeah, they do play there. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's for things like that. It's most stadiums you're going to go to, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, hockey, will have a bunch of ancillary locker rooms.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because they're expecting to play state championships or high school games or whatever kind of things in those, and they don't want them using the same locker rooms as the players.
Yeah.
So we were in one of those.
Oh, but that's still cool though. That sounds like
It was set up nice. It was set up nice. It was, it was a really cool experience.
were there any
Hopefully do it
Orlando
again.
Magic like alumni or players there?
Not that I know of. I don't think so. I don't really know everybody that was there. I know myself and Jonathan. Jonathan runs the Sixth Man Show podcast. He's the one that set it all up. YouTuber Drew Gooden was there.
Oh, I know
Orlando
him.
celebrity.
Yeah.
But I don't really know too many of the people there. I was getting to know some of the people. I know people had different backgrounds like that. I just don't know what they were. I'm
Mhm.
not great with faces and names like that. So like
No, that's fair.
I don't really know. But I don't think there were any former players there. There were a couple of very good players that play locally in different things or coach locally in different things, and they were ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. There's one dude that was absolutely, I mean, if he wanted to dunk every single time, he could have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think his team won too, obviously.
Were you playing on like the NBA regulation size
Yeah.
like
It was
height?
the same court that they played on that night.
Oh, that's cool.
Like the same exact court. Nothing. I mean, the only things that were changed is like camera setups, mic setups, because
Yeah.
you want to hear everything going on. But like the court itself, the rims, baskets, everything were exactly the same.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. That's why I think people weren't dunking on it, because they probably would have been kicked out. Like you can't. If I had the ability to dunk, I would have dunked on it. Do not care. What other opportunity are you going to get?
I think if
But
you did it once, I think you get a warning, like a "Hey, don't do that again" type thing. But you got to
yeah.
do it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you're able to dunk on an NBA rim, you've probably had opportunities to dunk on pretty cool rims in your life. Like I would say I would do it because I've never had the opportunity because I was never able to dunk, and I still am not able to dunk. So
Yeah.
that's what it
Preaching to
is.
the choir, man. I'm 5'6". Could never
Yeah.
dunk.
Yeah, never. I have dunked one time in my life, and it's when I first lost a ton of weight. I was at my lowest. I was really working on my legs, and I was really like I had a little bit of bounce,
Mhm.
and it was in my driveway in Spokane, Washington, 10-foot rim. There was a video of it. I have no idea where the video is anymore. I had it forever, and then I switched phones, and I just don't know where it is. But did dunk one time.
There you go. All right. All right. You heard it here. He did dunk.
Did dunk once. You probably heard on other things too.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
sure the next episode of Mad Props I had, I was like, I dunked. It's crazy.
Oh,
But it doesn't
man.
exist anymore. So
You know what else is crazy? And I just wanted to talk to you about it before we go into, because I think we got to shout out to the astronauts who are on the Artemis 2 right now. They're technically heading home right now, but this past weekend was pretty dope. I don't know if you got to see any of the pictures or any of the
I
videos.
didn't, but they flew out of Florida and we didn't get to see it because we were in the arena.
Oh, so you didn't see the launch?
We didn't see the launch.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
But you would have been able to see it from Orlando.
Yeah, that's a bucket list thing for me, is to see a spaceship launch.
I've actually seen one. So like it wasn't.
Yeah, I've never seen one.
I don't remember what it was. I was young, but I did see a launch from Tampa when I was young.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, but I think it's cool. We haven't been to the moon in forever, and they went out farther than Apollo 13, which they weren't meant to go. Apollo 13 was not meant to go the route that it did take.
Yeah.
But some of the pictures and the scenery of space and of the moon and of our own Earth, just looking at our own Earth from their vantage point, was some of the coolest images I've seen in a long, long time. And it just makes you, think about where we are in this world and just like what's going on. And it's like, now we're just one planet, guys. Let's keep it that way, kind of thing.
And then everybody's like, why aren't they landing on the moon? It's because we didn't do it the first time.
Yeah, we didn't do it the first time.
They don't know how to because it hasn't been done yet.
And if you look at the pictures, one, I know conspiracy theorists are saying that the view from Earth was doctored, like, so the flat earthers.
Of course.
And second, that because there's so much shading on the pictures of the dark side of the moon, granted, it's called the dark side of the moon for a reason, that they're trying to hide things from us that are on the moon and we can't
Yeah.
see them.
Well, of course. Of
Like,
course.
I
That makes
know, like,
sense.
if you watched all the Transformers movies, there's Transformer spaceships up there just chilling.
Yeah.
And they can't show us that.
Well, I watched a movie recently where they showed us what was in space.
Oh,
And that
yeah.
was the Mario Galaxy movie.
And I've been
Which,
itching to hear what you need to say about this.
well, I could go into like quick opinions and stuff like that, but the biggest thing is like we were kind of sort of right with the direction that they were going to go with it, which what I said was my biggest fear, that they were going to go very baseline, and it was going to be a lot of look at this from this game, 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 and not really go into an actual storyline with it all. And the
I just
storyline was very rushed and all over the place
the
too.
storyline was rushed and it became bland, in my opinion. Like, it wasn't a real story that I could get super into. Um, Kind of in a way, I guess my whole thing was, my opinion was that you had this whole movie centered around a character, Rosalina, and her powers and her connection to Peach and all this. And she was barely in the movie. We barely heard her speak. And it really was more about Bowser Jr. and Bowser and their father son relationship, which was weird in my opinion. And I feel like the whole thing, like Mario and Luigi, like, if we're going to see a Mario movie, I want to see Mario and Luigi. I want them to get in. And like you said, we rushed through so much stuff. Like, why did we have to rush through the Mushroom Kingdom? Like, in the
We
beginning of the
rushed
movie,
through the
there.
Mushroom Kingdom. We rushed through the desert world, which we said would happen. It would be right in the beginning of the movie, and they wouldn't really go into it. We rushed through the Tyrannosaurus, both from Galaxy. We rushed or from Odyssey. Sorry, we rushed just through too much.
Yeah.
There was, like I said, it wasn't. It's not even the reason it felt rushed is not even because it was rushed. It's because they tried to fit so much into so little time that they couldn't actually expand anything. So instead of it being like go quick, go quick, go quick, it's more of like we're gonna just pack all this in, and you get a little snippet here, a little snippet there. Great that they put in Star Fox.
Oh, but
Didn't
that
need
was
to be in the
so.
movie.
But it was so lazy how they put him in.
That's what I mean. Like
It
it
was
didn't
so
need to be in the
lazy.
movie
It was like
whatsoever.
there
That's why they
wasn't.
told us before.
Yeah, and it was just like, okay, the reveal for him wasn't that big for me because we knew he was in the movie. They told us, like, what, the day before it premiered or 2 days before it premiered, who was voicing it and who he was. Wasn't a bad character. I liked how
Yeah, the
they,
character was fine, but
because it was like Star Fox, who I think Star Fox is, but it was just lazy. His engine blew up and he somehow found his way into the Mario universe. And it's like,
yeah.
oh, cool. All right, that's sick. And then you're like,
And then he just went back.
yeah, he was like, oh, all I need to do was meet Rosalina and I can go
And he's
back.
gone. And it's like how late stages Marvel could you be?
Yeah. Oh
Like
yeah.
it just wasn't really well done. They had now I only saw the movie once, and we'll say I saw it on the go. Um, they had Pikmin, they had Game and Watch, they had Star Fox. Were there any others that I might be missing that were other games that were uh put in there? By the way, I'm going to stop real quick. Spoilers for anybody that doesn't want to be spoiled. We never said that.
Well,
We never
this
said that.
movie has already made 372.5 million. So I'm thinking a lot of people have seen it so far.
Yeah, probably.
Um,
Probably.
and I don't think they did any more than the ones that you mentioned. So and the way that they did the rest of them, it was like, oh, okay, you're just bringing them in.
So here, how about this? I'm gonna give you the spots I like, the spots I didn't like, because we're kind of talking about all this stuff we didn't like. Spots I like, spots I didn't like.
Okay, go.
Spots I liked, even though I just kind of went off on it. We did see other places, other worlds, and when they did bring in a world, they didn't explore it, but the world itself looked great, right? Like when they went to the casino, did they explore the casino? No, but like visually looked really cool, like something I would like to explore.
Mhm.
Same thing we said about Donkey Kong Country in the last movie, right?
Yeah.
Like visually, I'd like to explore it more. So that's good. At least they're bringing in these places and they're not making them look lazy. Like they make it somewhere you'd love to explore more. I did like that. One thing I didn't like, I think you had it in the notes with Yoshi. Yoshi was fine, but it was clearly added as like a seller, like for toys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love Yoshi. Yoshi is my favorite Mario character, so that hurts. Like I wanted to have a better what's it called? A better opening to the movie, but
Yeah. Okay.
we didn't
So
get it.
I would say my favorite part of the movie was basically the end when Peach and Mario are going through the castle and it's going back and forth from them running through it and the 2D on the screen that Bowser Jr. was controlling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was cool. I really like that. I I didn't like that we're we're going in a way where like we're kind of getting away from Mario. Like it's
It
called
was
Super
yeah, it's Super
Mario
Mario
Galaxy.
Galaxy. He wasn't even in the galaxy that long.
Yeah, and it's just
Super Peach
like
Galaxy.
yeah. And then my gripe with Yoshi was like he had these like big moments where like in the beginning like it was great to see him walking through like New York City.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Probably the best part of the movie was when they had that behind camera
Yeah, of
of him
him just
walking through New
walking
York
through.
City.
Like that's really funny. But he wasn't really in. Like it's like he disappeared at the big pinnacle ending where Peach and Mario are running around, so he's gone. Um he's not utilized in what I would think you would utilize Yoshi for. Um and then my other gripe is that, we're we're not like you put Luigi in the movie, okay? You put him in the first one,
Hmm.
and now he's like really becoming a background character. Like they
He
pushed
is.
him
He had like
more
nothing.
into the background, and it's just like you set it up like he is going to be working hand in hand with Mario, and like it's going to be them. And I know this was like the Mario movie. You could have called it Galaxy, and it would have made more sense. You can't call it Mario. You can't call it Super Mario Bros. Because they were barely together. And I think like the whole them turning into babies thing was such a
Pointless.
stick.
So
It
pointless.
was so pointless, and it was just like, all right, we're just doing that.
It was
Um,
just another one of the things that we're talking about. Like, here's another game. Like, here's a nod to Yoshi's Island, which I
yes,
think we said in the
yeah, in the
last
preview.
in previews. Yeah.
Yeah, but I will say the one character that still holds true and was still funny to me, and I still got a kick out of him was Jack Black's Bowser. Like I still found him funny. I didn't like the story that they put him in, but he was entertaining. Like he was
Yeah.
entertaining to me.
Yeah, I didn't really like the story they put him in either. I felt like they didn't know what direction they wanted to go in with him. Like that was what's what I felt with most of the characters. I didn't feel. Also, what was the whole like trying to make a love story out of it, but also trying to be just friends thing? Like pick a lane.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Either
Like,
they
oh,
like
he's
each
turning
other or they
good.
don't.
He never
No, no,
turns
no, no,
good.
no. Not Bowser.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh,
Peach and
Peach and
Mario.
Mario. Yeah,
It's like they're trying to say they're just friends, but also trying to say they're like interested in each other. And it's like they're not picking a lane.
yeah.
They're like they're trying to have it both ways. It's like just pick a lane. Either they're interested in each other or they're just friends.
Yeah.
Like you could have them be a love interest. Like it's fine.
Yeah. I think that's all. I think that's what we want. Like, stop teasing it and just get to it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Just
Like
do it.
they're like, she went in for the hug, he went for a handshake. So it's clear that she also has interest on that side, right?
Yeah.
She kisses him on the cheek, and like that was a whole thing. Like I that part just I don't. It's the biggest thing, and it kind of happened in the first one. It really happened in the second one. Is they're just trying very hard to make it like Peach's story. She's not a damsel in distress. She's not always getting captured. She's the main character, and it's like that's cool, but no,
Yeah.
Mario is the main character. Like Peach should not have been the one chasing after Rosalina. It should have been Mario, or if Peach is joining him, that's fine. But her going off and creating the story was from the beginning the part that screws up the rest of the story.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't be her going off and doing it because it's not her story.
Yeah.
Like she is part of the story, but she shouldn't be the main character. I didn't go to the Super Peach movie. I went
Yeah.
to the Super Mario movie. I want to see Mario take the lead, and that's what I was expecting.
Yeah. I think like what should have happened in this movie was, all right, so we have the Super Mario Brothers movies. Now it's Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad. All right, they're a group. You add in Yoshi. Now it's that group that goes together to go after Rosalina.
Yeah, yeah,
And
but
it's that
yeah,
group that is slowly exploring outside the world of the Mushroom Kingdom.
yes, and keep it there.
And keep it there. Keep it there. And you can have Bowser World in that because you're going to different worlds. And to make it so easy to figure out where Bowser Jr. was also a hindrance to the movie. Like they knew within like a couple of, I feel like in like a couple scenes they knew, oh, it's in the Junk Kingdom or whatever it's called. And it's like, no, there should have been a little mystery to that. Like Bowser Jr. has been building this world for his father in secret, trying to build it up so then he can go and rescue him. And we already know where he is.
Yeah.
So why tell us where he is? Why didn't they go and shape this like a mystery where they have to go to each of these worlds and maybe collect something or get something that will help them get closer to wherever Bowser Jr. is? And then that would have made more sense.
Yeah. Yeah. It again, they were doing too much in too little of time and did not. I don't think they really thought the whole thing through. They want to just add as much as they can, hit the nostalgia, hit the, well, here's Mario Galaxy, here's Super Mario Brothers 3, here's this, and it made the whole story
Yeah.
a tough follow.
Oh, and
Staying in one spot would have been my biggest thing. Like, if you want to go into the galaxy, that's fine, but keep it in the galaxy. Like, don't continue to go back to Mario, like in wherever they were, and then go back to Peach, who's back in the galaxy, and then back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and then back to Peach here. It just you're doing too much.
yeah. I also think with this movie, like they did a total ripoff of Zootopia with the robot that was giving directions.
Rob
Was like super slow.
That's another one, by the way. Rob, we missed Rob.
If you talk to him, he'll restart or whatever. Mm-hmm. That is a total ripoff of Zootopia with the sloth at the DMV.
I think Rob did that so Rob was like an actual like remote control in the 80s or something like that. Like that's the origin of Rob.
Mm-hmm.
And now Rob is in Super Smash Brothers. That's why a lot of people know who he is. I don't know if he still is, but he was in Super Smash Brothers. I think that like Rob reset like that. I think like when you interacted, it would reset to the beginning and you'd have to do it all again. I never owned a Rob. I have no idea.
Never owned one.
It was just another one of those things though. Like, I don't think that had to be a Rob. I don't think it had to be Rob in there. Like I think you could have used a Mario character in that setting, and it would have been the same. Like
Yeah. So my next question is like we're gonna go forward. We're gonna get another movie because
well,
it
yeah,
did so well.
they said what's coming next. So
And so yeah, my next question is one, is Bowser just gonna stay a skull creature like that now?
it's possible, right? Like I
Like that one,
guess
I did not like that he became that, and now
became
he's a skull character.
yeah, he became Dry Bowser.
Yeah.
That's the name of that character, Dry Bowser. Um, I was also fully expecting the jail, the jail guard to be like Samus, or you know what I mean, like just
Yeah.
some other character. When it was just the Luma again, I was like, oh, like okay,
Well, it's probably that same Luma who was locked away in Bowser's
yeah, yeah,
castle and
yeah.
was
It
like really
clearly
dark.
was,
Yeah. And
yeah.
it's just like, oh, they're doing a callback from the first movie.
But it was a post credit scene.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh, this is going to be like Samus or Link or some big time reveal. And then it wasn't. I was like, oh, all right. But
Cool.
then they did the big time reveal right after that, which we could spoil now, is Daisy.
Daisy.
Daisy was announced
Yeah.
in that next one, which the land she supposedly is the princess of was on the map in the first movie. So, like,
Mm.
what is she doing? Is she in space because she's traveling? Or is that where she gonna start? Like, where is she coming from?
Yeah, it's
Good luck.
also in this, it's like the whole space traveling thing seems so foreign to like Peach and everybody on the Mushroom Kingdom, and but everybody else around them, it's a, like an everything everyday thing,
And
which
some
I
of the
don't under.
characters that were traveling were ones that are on their planet.
Yeah, so
So
I
like,
but like their reaction to going to these different places to this like space hub is like, oh, whoa, what is this place?
what
Like,
is this? This is
this
crazy.
is
Does
crazy.
anyone ever seen this
But
before? And
there's like
everyone's like,
six
yeah, I use it
toads
every day.
with bags going somewhere, and it's
That's what
like,
I mean. There was like the one I was thinking of was the little penguins.
yeah.
Like the penguins were
Do
there. They
they,
were
do they
on.
just do
They were
they keep
at
it
the
hush
party.
hush?
Yeah. So what are we doing?
They're
But
like,
Toad knew what it was
yeah,
when they got there. So it's a known thing. I don't know. A lot of plot holes in this kids movie.
yeah. What are they doing?
What are they doing?
Don't you know that this kids movie, a lot of adults are going to go to too?
Well, they do, right? That's why we saw all these different worlds and all these different games and all these different characters, and that's why they're set. I will say so. So when the Mario movie was first announced,
Mm-hmm.
we had Joe Brown on. I think it was Joe Brown that came on, and he said that it's all going to lead to a Super Smash Brothers movie. We've said it over time as well, but I mean, this is when they said they are making a Mario Brothers movie. We said it was one of the first episodes of Sketching Up. We're like, there is going to be a Super Smash Brothers movie.
Yeah,
I mean, now it's clear. They
it's so clear.
Pikmin was there, Rob was there, Fox was there. Like they're just adding these characters. I don't know. It's very late Marvel-esque the way they did all these. They're like little background, like little nods in the background. Like Game and Watch was just a nod. He
Yeah.
didn't even do anything. He hit
No.
him once and then died.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. It's like they made, like I said, they made the $327 million, so they pushed past their budget for this movie. They're all making money off of this. And you would think, okay, let's slow this down. Let's milk this cow for as long as we could have it. So like let's not rush these movies. Let's make these movies and grow this universe. And I think I said this. I was like, it seems like they're rushing through these. I wouldn't be surprised if they make a TV show from one of these fucking characters that ties into this. And that's what it seems like it's going.
Yeah.
Like, I know we're going to get another movie, but I would not be surprised if by the end of the summer we have an announcement that Yoshi has his own TV show.
It
Toad
it'd
has
be
his
it
own
would be the
TV show.
Toads. It would be the Toads. It would be the Toads, or it would be someone from like a different planet. I don't think it would be Yoshi. It wouldn't be Mario, Luigi, Peach, anything like that. But it would be like the Lumas have
Yeah,
their own
have their own
TV
thing.
show or
Yeah, I
something
wouldn't
like
be
that.
surprised if we had a Rosalina type show.
Yeah, but she won't. I'll tell you right now, she won't be a main character in it because Brie Larson is the one playing Rosalina. So she'll like start the story and then disappear or something like that.
Yeah,
This show is what happened when she got captured, kind of thing. Like
yeah,
them
yeah.
going crazy and all that, all that jazz.
Yeah,
But
so it set it up for that, and I'm like, ugh, all right, that's probably where this is going to go now. And to be honest, besides for knowing that there's definitely going to be a Super Smash, like I don't know what's Mario 3 is going to be.
that's what I was gonna try to like kind of wrap this all up in a bow with, right? I was gonna say, so we know they're leaning towards a Smash movie, and they just did all of this, right? Like just did all of this, these games and these moments in this movie. So like, where does the third movie go? Clearly, they meet Daisy. That happens,
Yeah.
right? Like that happens at some point. But where does it go? How do they meet her? Like, are they going back up into space for this? Is she like a long lost sister? They also put like Rosalina and Peach are like sisters or something like that, which is not canon to Mario,
Yeah. Yeah,
the
and I think
games.
the explanation of that was really bad because Peach has been dying to figure out where her parents are, but we only got Rosalina, and we
Yeah,
only know
and
that Rosalina and her were stranded on a planet, and they were just
yeah,
chilling there.
yeah. So like, it's all of it kind of whatever. But anyway, so is she going to be involved with the princesses as well? Like, is she like another long lost sister or something like that? It just doesn't really like in the last one. Obviously, it left us enough direction to know because we kind of
Yeah,
predicted a lot of the stuff that happened. I don't really have many predictions other than they're obviously going to meet Peach. Like, other than that, do they stick around there? Like, what game do they go to next? Are they going to go on vacation? Mario Sunshine, we did see the Isle Delfino people
yeah,
at the airport and stuff like that. I just think personally, if I were the one that was making the movie, which I wasn't, that's why I didn't make $372 million. I would have just kept it in one location and kind of saved your eggs for another thing. Like you can't really go with Odyssey next because they ripped through some of the main places in Odyssey, right? Like
hmm
the dinosaur, that's the first stage, and then they went through the desert, which is
yep,
also it's like the second stage. So they already went through some of the stages. They showed that they exist, but like now you're just bringing it back to ones you've already done. What else new can you do that's going to be entertaining to everybody? And we'll have to see what they do because we know there's going to be another 4 years down the line. It's going to be another one. So
yeah, yeah. I'm kind of stumped on what they can cook up and what how it can stay fresh, how it can be something that people are going to latch onto, but like they always do. Trilogies, the third one normally doesn't do well. Normally isn't received very well.
yeah,
This one may have made all its money because people wanted to go see it, but it did not get received very well.
it was hyped. It was definitely hyped. 100%. I mean, I don't care. Someone could have came to me and said it's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I was gonna go see it,
Yeah.
but that's because I love Mario. Mario is my favorite character. I should say Mario is my favorite franchise of anything that we cover on this podcast. Anything you want to say, nerd culture, whatever. Mario is it for me. Like that franchise is it for me. So
Yeah.
I would have gone like I'll see the third one no matter what.
Yeah.
But there was also so much unbelievable hype around this movie. I
Yeah.
mean, you could buy a box of Cheerios without seeing Super Mario Galaxy. They had Yoshi eggs at grocery stores. Anywhere you went, anything you did, they put Mario on there. which is usually a sign that the movie is gonna struggle critically most
and
of the time.
and it did. It really did. And I feel like if they don't learn from this, then the third one is going to be absolutely unbearable.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go see it 100%. Like I'm not gonna say, oh, I won't go see it, but I'm gonna go see it. But it's just you put your everybody at Illumination and Nintendo, Universal, wherever it
You
is.
almost forget that it was Illumination because the first one I enjoyed so much, but it's about right for Illumination.
Oh, Illumination's good. Despicable
But
Me.
yeah, but going with the sequels and kind
Oh
of
yeah,
beating a horse dry, I'm saying.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
No, that makes sense. But yeah, I'm just saying they just don't. They just put so much in both of these movies. These little snippets, these Easter eggs, these versions of the game, all of it in these two movies. It's like you kind of used everything up, guys. Like
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like where do we go to next? We've seen a lot of the worlds
in my
already and we
opinion,
haven't
it's like
explored any.
it's my opinion. It's like we've gotten 3 Sonics so far, right? We've gotten 3 Sonics. Each one of them, the villain is always Mr. Egghead.
Yeah, Robotnik is the
Robotnik.
villain the entire
Yeah.
time.
And he's always the villain in those movies. I don't understand why we're on the second Mario movie and Bowser couldn't be the main villain anymore again.
Yeah. Well, that's because I don't think they knew what direction they want. I don't think they knew what direction they wanted to go with any character.
No, I think
It
I
didn't
don't think
seem
they
like
knew
it.
what direction. They just knew they wanted them
A
to have
second
screen
movie.
time.
A second movie. Like
Yeah.
that's what they wanted.
They just wanted screen time for these characters, and they're like, "Yep, let's throw them in. Let's do it." I mean, the hype for we were talking about hype. The hype to have Rosalina in this movie through the advertising, the marketing, everything, and then you see her for maybe the full movie, probably 20 minutes,
I would say probably less than that. She
10
was
minutes.
barely in the movie. Brie Larson had maybe what 6 lines
Yeah.
in the entire movie, and they all came in the very beginning when she's reading the book. Other than that, she had almost no lines in the entire movie, which is like funny because that's what happened in what was the other Marvel movie where she like was hyped up to be in it. Captain Marvel is back, and then she had like 4 lines in the entire movie.
Oh
Kind of the
yeah.
same deal.
Yeah, yeah. Which one was it? I think it was the Marvels.
No, I don't think it was the Marvels. I thought it was like one of the Avenger movies.
Oh, it was I think it was Infinity War.
Yeah, and she has like 2 lines.
Yeah.
And it was like hyped up that she's gonna be in it, and she was in it for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's just funny that's the
I
same actress.
respect it. She's getting paid the big bucks for minimum
She's
amount of
getting
work.
big time franchise roles. There was one major thing that came out of this whole thing, and
What?
we can end on this segment if you'd like, because
Okay.
this is more major than anything that happened in the entire movie. On the red carpet, Childish Gambino said that he is involved in filming the Community movie.
Yes. Yes, he
Like
is.
he said that it is happening. He said he is involved, which is like that was the key person of everyone
yeah.
to say it, because everyone's gone on to do good things, but he went from that when he was there to now he's like a global superstar.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for him to be involved is nuts.
Yeah, it's huge, and
So
I'm excited for that.
and a lot of people have said, there's the movies coming, and Joel McHale says it every other day.
Oh yeah.
But to hear it from
Same
Donald
with
Glover,
what's his name? Who plays the
Which
Spanish
one?
teacher?
oh Ken Chung or
Yeah,
Chang.
Ken Chung. He always says it too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're going to say it.
Yeah,
Like him, Bino saying it holds different weight,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Oh, for sure. And
He also said he's going to make new music, which he said he retired 2 years ago. So
yeah, we can look forward to both of those things. I'm
I'm
so
very
ready
much looking forward.
for the Community movie. I love Community. I could watch that
It
over
better
and over
be the
again.
greatest thing of all time
Yeah.
because they hype it up like nothing else.
Yep.
The sixth,
I mean, they hyped it up
whatever,
in the
sixth season.
show because they kept
In the
saying
show,
six seasons in a movie.
The sixth season of the show was a stream only on Yahoo email or something like that. Like that's a show that fell
Yes.
hard.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've been wanting this movie for so long. I never understood why they were so hung up on 6 seasons in a movie. Like, I get the joke of it,
Yeah.
but like he was it Dan Hartman, right? Dan
Yeah.
Hardman. He is so actually strung up on doing 6 seasons in a movie that the sixth season was probably almost maybe not 10 years ago, but it's got to be damn close.
Yeah, it's getting there. It
Like,
might be 10
and we're
years.
still talking about this thing.
Yeah.
Dude, Beano's like almost 50.
I know.
What are we talking about?
And what? He was probably in his early 30s, late 20s.
Probably late 20s, I would think, when he was
Yeah.
on the show. I guess I'd have to know what his age actually is. He's probably in his like early to mid 40s at this
Yeah.
point. I mean, if he's in his 40s, he's the oldest looking 40-year-old I've ever seen. I kind of want to know his age now. But he looks grizzled. Like, he looks older than he is for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Most people like to look younger. He wanted to look older.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was his image. I think he's always wanted to look older.
Yeah, he's always wanted to look old. Well, because when he was younger, I mean, he was baby face.
Oh, yeah, like his first
He really
stand-ups, he
was.
looks like he's still a teenager.
Yeah, he looks like a teenager. He's in like mid 20s.
Yeah, I think it's and so I bet you this is all like psychological for him.
Yes. Now he's like, now I want to look like I'm 400 years old, even though I'm 32. I think I'm going to guess he's 41.
42.
Oh, man. Price is Right. I'd win, but
Yeah, you won.
I was very close. Very, very close. But he looks like he's like 55.
Yes.
He doesn't look like he's 41 or 42. I said 41, 42. But I thought that was the biggest news to come out of it because the rest of the movie was fine. This is our first watch through, by the way. We will probably watch it again, and maybe we'll come back, and maybe some things changed, maybe some things didn't. Maybe we had even stronger opinions on things we've already felt. We probably won't dedicate a full episode to it, but next time we both watch it.
We'll give our 2 cents. Once it drops on Peacock, which I've 100% probably they'll say it's dropping at the beginning of May on Peacock.
No, this will be a 60 to 90. 100%. At least be a 60. It already made, you say it's 372.
Yeah, but I think the hype's going to die out.
I think they keep it in there because I have a feeling they're going to announce a new, probably Mario Sports, but a Mario game. They did it last time too. I think there's a Mario game that like Wonder just dropped for the Switch 2, like 2 days ago or something like that. They're going to do something. They're going to keep the hype rolling for a little bit. I could see this being a 45 to 60. I think I said 60 to 90, 45 to 60 day theater run. 2 months.
All right. But
and then the summer comes around and they say,
but also sometimes when it still is in the theater, it is on streaming.
Yeah, the Peacock, because they want people to buy Peacock or something like that. And then you buy Peacock and they're like, all right, now you can rent it for $29.99.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm already buying Peacock.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Because I'll just
go back to the theater. Mario? Get Mario.
Go back to the theater. You don't have to pay for Peacock to go to the theater. It's still $29.99.
That's true.
People want to watch it in their own house. I would like it to be there because then you can watch the first one and the second one back to back. And I think that's where you're really going to get the good opinion.
I know. I do wish that I watched it before the first one because it is on Peacock right now.
Yeah.
To watch it before. But I just was so busy from coming back home. It was Easter weekend. They dropped it right on Easter weekend, which was smart. I mean, all the kids are home.
All kids are home and spring break is around the same time and all that stuff.
So like it made so much sense. But I do before we go, I was gonna see it probably not midnight release, but the day it came out.
Yep.
And I was playing golf the day it came out, but at like 2:15 in the afternoon. And I was like, all right, my parents go and do something in the morning normally, and I'll ask them to drop me off at the nearest theater that's playing Mario.
Sure.
So I look up theaters, and there's one in the area. And I'm like, oh, perfect. I click on it, and it's literally only showing like Lawrence of Arabia, like it's showing some
It's
other
one of
French
those
movie.
theaters.
And I was like, oh crap. And it's like makes sense because they're in a 55 and older community. And I was like, oh, there's got to be another theater, right? There's got to be. I'm from Philadelphia. I have 7 theaters within my range. I can go to each one. The nearest theater that I could go see it was like dead in the middle of Phoenix.
Yeah, I was going to say Phoenix or Scottsdale.
Yeah. And I was like, they're not going to drive me an hour and 15 minutes all the way there, go all the way back home, do what I have to do.
Then they'd have to just turn around and go.
Yeah.
Your movie would be over by the time they got home.
Yep.
So like you would actually be waiting for them to pick you up if they went home and then immediately came back.
Yeah.
Because the movie is only 90 minutes.
Yep. Pretty much. So I saw it I saw it on Monday. As easy as I thought it was going to be. I found it at the theater that's
right by your house.
A 5-stop bus stop up the street. Got off, got on, got out of there.
And I knew we needed to record this, so I watched it right before we got on the podcast.
Yep.
Right,
he really let it soak in. He really let this one soak in.
It's great. That's great. I watched it right before the podcast. Gives me good opinions to have. Only if I was 100% to give them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, whether you are watching on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, or wherever you're watching. Hit that subscribe button to follow along and get episodes whenever they come out. We have a little twofer going this week. We have another episode on Friday of this week going over some of the shows that are dropping, some of the shows that are continuing as well, including Invincible. I'm completely caught up on Invincible, Daredevil, The Boys, and many others. So we'll do that on Friday right here on Sketching Up. So you're going to want to subscribe if you want to stay in tune for that one. Make sure you follow Mad Props as well. Just talked about the Orlando Magic before the Orlando Magic court game. On the last episode, we had Ava Bunn before that. She's on the new Scrubs. Maybe we talk about that on Friday too. New Scrubs, new episode will be out. There's like 2 episodes left on that one.
Yeah.
It's almost over. That 10th season reboot, whatever they want to call it, is almost over. But she was on the podcast on Mad Props. So you can find Mad Props Pod anywhere you get your podcast. Just search Mad Props Pod and follow Crosstown 9 for all your Yankees updates as well. Those episodes are coming out weekly on Wednesdays. So we'll actually We'll have 2 episodes dropping at the same time. Go Orioles. That's a wild take.
Yeah, I'm an Orioles fan, buddy.
I'm just saying, who says that?
Go O's, baby. Go O's.
Go O's. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Make sure to follow us on social media, Sketching Up Podcast, wherever you get your social media, including Instagram, Twitter /X, and TikTok. And like I said, follow us on YouTube as well at Sketching Up Podcast on YouTube. All right, everybody. Let us know what you thought of the Mario movie in the comments. Maybe when we rewatch it, we'll like it a little more. By the way, I'm not saying I hated the movie either. It was fine.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Yeah, my opinion. And I think I texted to you. I was like, it was fine.
It was fine. Yeah,
it was fine.
The first one, I was like, this is really good. What's funny, because the first one, I was like, it's so good. It's so simple.
Yes.
And this one, I'm like, it's fine. It's way too complex.
Yeah. They haven't found your middle ground yet, so we need to.
Hey, they have one more movie to try.
They got one more shot to do it.
One more shot to do it. Thank you guys, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.
Peace.